What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here, back with some more NHL 14 news, and this is an article I actually found a few days ago, but I didn't think a whole lot about it because it was stuff that we'd kind of heard about. I went through and kind of reread it a few times and picked out actually some new points that I hadn't seen anywhere else yet. It's an article on ESPN called NHL 14 Brings Aggression to Virtual Ice, and the link will be in the description as always if you guys want to go take a read. And I'm just going to point out some things that I found that were new that I haven't personally seen yet. Obviously, we've heard about the new hitting and stuff. The newest thing that I read out of this article was that Littman said that there is 50 to 60 points of impact. So this makes every hit different. So I don't know exactly what that means. I think there's just more variation, more possibilities, more outcomes of the hits. That's kind of what I'm getting out of it. But I haven't seen this kind of news anywhere else, so I figured I'd touch on it. The other thing, fighting, we've heard about the new fighting. Obviously, there is one-punch KOs. We know about that. But the article said that while everything's kind of going on the ice, there's going to be jostling, clinching, maintaining balance, and spinning around. So it's I kind of already knew this, I guess you could say. Like, this is kind of information that we had, but yeah, while everything's going around, you're going to be able to like grab other players and stuff. So obviously we don't know what it's going to be like until we see it, but yeah. The next thing, this is a big thing I actually found. It has to do with year 2 of true performance skating. So that was the thing they implemented last year with the new skating and the new animations and all that stuff. But this year, they're going to focus a little bit more on defense, which I just found in this article, and I found was really interesting. So last year, David Littman says the defense had mobility issues. You could really only backskate and pivot, and that was basically your only tools. This year, defense can now strafe left or right. So when he says strafe, I think he means like sidestep. You know how you can kind of, like, while you're skating backwards, a player will chop over his skate, so he'll take his right foot over his left foot over his and then he'll kind of move to the side, either way, left or right. So that's what I'm getting out of this, is that the defense can now strafe left or right or sidestep. And also he says a lot of focus has gone into improving the game's defense. So basically I'm hoping that has to do with AI too, but I don't know if that's just on the rush. It could be just on the rush just because of the new skating. But yeah, there was a lot of issues last year with the true performance skating. So having a new strafe or sidestep, if you want to call it, that's what I would call it as a hockey player. But I think that's going to help a lot. And there was other information on one-touch Deeks. I think we kind of have this information, but so basically there's 2 types of Deeks, they said. The first is just the regular right stick that you can move around, like whatever you want to do, toe drags or stuff like that. The second, because like the animations were kind of preset, you could only do certain things. And yeah, so it says there's going to be no more canned animations. So basically, all the animations for Deeks are going to be loose pucks. Like, they're all going to be loose puck Deeks, which makes it not 100% successful every time because the puck is going to always be loose, which I think is going to help a lot with players who kind of beef up their players and, stick handling and stuff. And it's almost near impossible to poke the puck. So I think if you're positionally now, because of these loose puck Deeks, like the puck's always going to be loose. Hopefully that means that it's going to be easier as a defenseman to actually defend against it. And then also because of this, you can chain moves together more quickly. Also, if you guys notice, I have basically shown you all the screenshots we have. There's a couple new ones that I was able to track down. But yeah, that's all the information I have. If you want to check out the article, the link is in the description. And if you guys want to subscribe for more NHL 14 news, please do. All right? Thanks for watching, guys.